Check it out, guys. Kia redesigns or refreshes the Sorento for 2024 model year. For those of you who didn't like the new redesigned Santa Fe, this might be a great option. So I'm back here at Gettle Kia of Bradenton, Florida, checking out this brand new vehicle in the highest possible trim level. Yes, this is the SX Prestige X Pro package, and today I'm going to take you on a complete tour of this vehicle. We're going to check it out from the exterior, interior, engine, and the test drive. So if you like watching videos like this, don't forget to click on that subscribe button, give me a like, and turn on that bell notification ring bell so you won't miss any of the content that's coming out. Well, let's get back to this. Check this out, guys. This is the brand new and refreshed Kia Sorento. But if you see a 2024 Kia Sorento that doesn't look like this, that means it's a hybrid, because only non-hybrid Sorentos are getting this new fresh look. And let's see what's changed. Well, pretty much the whole front end, right? We have the brand new hood. Now it's pretty much straight up right here. It's got nice grooves on the side, Kia logo right in the middle there. We also have the refreshed look as far as the grille, and the grille is piano black with some matte black inserts, but it is surrounded by this kind of satin gunpowder metal trim, which looks really, really good. And of course, the most visible change right here are the headlights, right? So the headlights are brand new. The headlight unit contains daytime running lights, turn signals, and the vertical headlamps that are all LEDs. And if that wasn't bright enough for you, at the bottom you'll find a set of fog lamps as well. And this portion right here, again, I like it. You have the piano black, you have this gunpowder metal, you have the matte gray. So a lot of different sheens makes it design more interesting, definitely. This is just for decoration. This is not open. But if you're wondering what powers up this thing and if there are any changes underneath the hood, well, let's pop it up and find out. All right, so for 2024, Sorento offers 4 different engine choices. 2 of them are hybrids, 2 of them are non-hybrids. This is the most powerful non-hybrid engine, and that's a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine producing 281 horsepower and 311 foot-pounds of torque. Made it to an 8-speed automatic dual-clutch transmission. And on the non-turbocharged engine, there's going to be about 80 horsepower less at 191. You also have the hybrid and the plug-in hybrid. I'm going to cover those in a different video. What's kind of disappointing underneath the hood here is this prop stick right here. You'll find the hood struts on most of the Kia models. I'm not sure why they put the prop stick on here, but you'll still find some sound insulation that should make for really nice and quiet ride. So not as many changes on the side as in the front, but I'm really excited to have this SX Prestige X Pro package, because you get the best of both worlds. You get all the luxury of the SX Prestige with the ruggedness of the X Pro and that kind of combination with here. So what do we have here? We have a little bit of smaller wheels. We have the 17-inch rims. 235 by 65 is the size of the tires. You can see the tires are more aggressive. Those are the BF Goodrich trail terrain tires, and you also have this black cladding that continues around the entire vehicle, but not on top. On top we have some more of the luxurious feel. We have the piano black surroundings of the windows. We also have the piano black roof rails and the piano black mirrors. Now in the mirror you'll find the turn signal, the camera right underneath your blind spot assist, and if you're looking for the smart entry system, yes, you get it with this vehicle. Only on the front doors you have the sensors where you can come in and lock or unlock this vehicle for you. Now it doesn't do it because the key is inside right now. And you know, as far as the size of this vehicle, because a lot of people would question that, hey, why there are 2 mid-size SUVs from Kia competing in the same segment? And that of course is this and the Telluride. This one being about 6 inches shorter than Telluride. Well, not everybody needs all that roominess that Telluride offers, and you can only use the third row seats on occasion. This might be a perfect solution for you. It's also get the better gas mileage, and it's slightly less expensive comparing trim to trim. Here it is in the back. There are a few changes in here, including the taillights, and you might say, hey, they look exactly the same as on the previous generation one. We're close, but the interior of these taillights are completely different. You see the turn signals blinking, and also the rear taillights are on. You also have the brake light in here, and then down here you have the reverse lights as well as the refractor lights. No visible exhaust, even though you can see a piece of the tailpipe sticking out from underneath, and they're pretty rugged as far as the bottom portion of the bumper. Right on top you have this huge gate spoiler with the third brake light right here, a camera that projects the image into the digital mirror, and then you also have the wiper that's hidden underneath this tailgate. Kia logo spelled out. This is your regular rear view camera. If you're looking to where to open this vehicle, the tailgate opening is right at the bottom. And now let's check out how much room we have. Capacity on the SX Prestige X Pro. You have a slightly higher towing capacity of 4,000 pounds, which is slightly higher than what you get on the lower trim levels. You also have a spare tire that's underneath the vehicle, and then when you look inside, you have about 13 cubic feet of cargo space, which is not the greatest, but that's what you have Tellurides for. And then right underneath here you have the jack to lift up the vehicle and tools to remove the tire, and then of course the third row seats. You can fold down from here, just pulling on this strap and pushing it forward. Same thing, pretty easy even with one hand. And then you also have the ability to lower down the middle row seats, and this is how much roominess you're gonna have as far as cargo. If you need to transport something bigger, this is definitely opens up for that. And for the third row passengers, you have the USB Type-C. You also have cup holders and a little bit more storage in the armrest. So now, before we get inside, let's talk about this rear door panel, because it's really luxurious here. We have the manual sunshade, which is a big plus in my book. That disappears in here. And we also have some soft touch materials all over the place. So this is soft touch, this is soft touch, kind of leather wrapping in here, as well as on the armrest. You also have the leather wrapping right here on this grab handle, and you have the window controls as well as the heated seats in the back. You also have the cup holder, Bose stereo, and a tiny little bit of storage at the bottom of the door. Sorento as you get in, right on your door sill. And look at these seats, nicely appointed. This is all real leather wrapping. I like the way that they're sculpted. I like that they're perforations and solid leather here. And you also have armrest. And on the sides of the seats, you have a little bit more of storage. You have more storage in the seat backs. You also have both the net and the real storage behind. You also have the USB Type-C, vents, regular household outlet, and the 12-volt power outlet in the back. Very slight hump, even though this is an all-wheel drive vehicle. And as you can see, these are the captain chairs. So you can move in the third row seat through the middle, or if you want to go through here, all you do is push the button, the seat gets out of the way. Let's get inside in the third row seat. So here's the situation right here in the third row seat. Well, let's talk about it. The back of my head is touching the headliner. I'm 6 feet tall, and the roof is sloping down in here, so there's might be a concern for some people. And as far as the knee room, check this out. Okay, so this is with the seat all the way back. This seat is adjustable, so if I move it forward, you know, I can definitely fit in here. Would I want to go for a cross-country trip with this? No. Short distance? Not bad at all. And here's the situation in the second row. I gotta tell you, I feel really comfortable in here. I have plenty of headroom, shoulder room, knee room. I'm almost 6 feet tall. Check this out, guys. Right here. Look at this knee room right here. Now this, of course, is with the seat adjusted all the way back, this middle seat. I can scoot over by a few inches and still have about this much room, leaving enough room for the third row seat passenger. This seat is adjusted to my regular and comfortable driving position. And let's check this out. One more thing, because it's visible from here better than from other places. And this is, of course, is the panoramic sunroof. Now I can also open this sunshade right here, letting a lot more light inside of this vehicle. This is slide and tilt as far as the functionality of it. And if you like this micro suede kind of looking headliner, you also get that with the SX Prestige X Pro. Now, of course, let's check out the sound of the closing door. Boom. Nice and solid. That's an indication of quality to me. And the front door panel, basically just like in the back, you have all this leather wrapping, nice and luxurious. You also have your regular suspects, and that of course is window, mirror, lock controls, 2 memory seat settings for the driver, and then you have all of this covered in the soft touch materials. A lot more storage than in the back seat, Bose stereo, and again, getting inside of here, you can see Sorento right on the door sill, and you have multiple adjustments, power seats for both, of course, driver and passenger, including this tie support that's so important for some people. And then you have your lumbar support and the positioning of the seat itself. Now the seat, a leather wrapping, you have the X Pro right here, you have the perforated solid seats, really nice design. The seats are really nice and comfortable. I can't wait to show you the rest of this cool interior. So here it is, guys. This is the interior of this 2024 Kia Sorento. Let me know what you think about it. I actually like this layout. I like how this dashboard kind of tapers off in here. You have this wood trim. Of course, this is the imitation wood trim. You have some big vents on the side, and this trim piece kind of mimics the vents. Of course, the real vents are right in the middle here. This is all soft touch, and then you have two 12.3-inch screens. Nice steering wheel, also two-tone leather wrapped. Bunch of buttons. Let's see what we have. On the left-hand side, you have the voice control, volume mode, and star button, both of which can be customized. Then you also have the menu button. You have the cruise control and the dynamic cruise control, where you can select the gap between you and the car in front of you. A lane keep assist. You also have the pedal shifters in the back, and of course the fully digital instrument cluster. So let's see what's going on here. So now we can have several different things set up in here. Now we have the trip. This is your navigation, lane keep assist, and within that we can go here, drive power distribution. That basically tells you which wheels are getting the power. Since we're stopped, none of them are. And then you have the current trip, since refueling, since last reset, auto stop, tire pressure, you have to drive to display, and back to drive power distribution. And then you have a bunch of information on the screen itself. So you have the miles per hour, so your speedometer on the left-hand side, tachometer on the right-hand side. And then at the bottom you have the temperature. You also have the fuel gauge, range, gear indicator, and the temperature of the coolant here. Now, if we put it in reverse, it also turns on the right-hand side the sensors. So if you are backing up, you don't have to look at the camera to see if you might bump into something. But I also want to show you and see if there's any different drive modes that are available and what it does. So we have a snow, smart, sport, eco, normal. It doesn't change here now. So right now the display is not connected to the drive modes, but I'm going to show you how to change it in the infotainment system, and that's of course where we're going next. I'm going to start this with the rear view camera, put it in reverse right here. I like it. I like the clarity of it right here. This is your top-down view, and of course you have the trajectory lines that are moving as you move your steering wheel, and several different angles that you can see the vehicle from. This is the side view. Now here's your rear view camera. Here's the top-down view again, rear view, and then you have the 360. You can move this vehicle around, and then you have the ability to adjust the parking distance warning, top view parking guidelines, rear view parking guidelines, etc. And then I can go back in here. Let's put it back in park and let's see what else is going on. This is your main screen. I like it. Click this and it's gonna display the map full screen. And I've always liked the Kia and Hyundai maps. They're really nice, vivid, visible. Okay, go back to the home screen. Here's your media. So you have the FM, AM, Sirius XM, Bluetooth audio. You have the sound of nature. Okay, let's see, lively forest. We can actually listen to this without being copyrighted. Bose stereo system, nice depth to it. I like it. So these were the sounds of nature. We'll go back to the main screen. Click it twice. Fun projection, and yes, you have the wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You can also connect it with the USB cable if that's what you prefer. Well, let's cancel this. We're not going to do it right now. Weather, in case you can't look up the window, you need to be connected with the Kia services, valet mode, vehicle diagnostics. Okay, you have your setup here. This is what you can change, you know, vehicle settings here, climate, driver assistance, seats. Let's see in seats what we can change. Seat position change alert. Go back to the home screen. Tons of adjustments, just like basically any of the Kia or Hyundai vehicle. Different buttons can be customized, like I showed you on the steering wheel. You have the custom button on navigation, custom button on steering wheel, mode button. Any of these options can be assigned to these buttons. And down here, this is interesting. It started off with the Kia EV6. Now we have it at several different models as well. This screen, because this is a display, can serve multiple functions. It can either control a climate control. Notice how it changed. You can control the temperature, fan, speed, etc. Or you can switch it to the shortcut buttons. And now we're going to actually lower this fan down a little bit here. Go back. Here's your home map search, seek track media, setup, and the custom button. Now these are set: front window defogger, rear window defroster. You can hit auto climate, automatically it's going to switch to the climate control settings. And you also have the volume control, power button, file and tune on the other side. And scrolling down here, here's your digital charger, and as well as you have a regular charging station. This is the USB Type-C port that you can use for either charging or charging in media, and another USB Type-C port. And right on the side here, you have the heated and ventilated seats for both driver and passenger. I actually prefer this shifter to the new shifter at the Santa Fe, which is mounted on the steering wheel itself. And then you have several different drive modes. You can also lock your differential. So you have the normal, eco, sport, smart, and snow. You have the heated steering wheel right below, auto hold for your brakes. You also have the hill descent assist, electronic parking brake. And now you have the two large cup holders and a little bit more storage, as well as you have more storage inside of this console. And going up on top here, you have the digital mirror that you can turn on or off if you don't like it. You also have your home link that's built in here. I think this is a great feature to have on the vehicle. That's where you control your lights and the panoramic sunroof, as I showed you that before. You have the Kia Connect. Here's one more thing that I want to show you, this cluster. So you have the cluster theme selection. We can actually link it to the drive mode, and here's what's going on right now. So when you change the drive modes in eco, normal, sport, kind of gives you a slightly different look, smart, and snow. It's basically just the background settings here. And of course, guys, this is the time to take it for a spin. But before we do that, as always, let's take a look and see what they're selling for. The one that I'm sitting in right now is the highest trim level, and I have the sticker right here, $47,390 starting MSRP. This one's got like two different options: sage leather package and carpeted floor mats, and the total, including the destination and handling, $49,285. So that's about as high as you can get, about $50,000. But it doesn't have to be that expensive. I'm actually going to bring on my channel the base trim level soon. That's available, and that of course is the LX, and the LX starts at $31,990, $34,390 for the S trim, $37,990 for the EX. X-Line EX all-wheel drive is $41,690, SX $41,690, X-Line SX all-wheel drive $43,490, X-Line SX Prestige all-wheel drive $46,390, and the X Pro SX Prestige all-wheel drive is $47,390. Not bad, right? From $31,000 to about $50,000, $20,000 spread. You can pick and choose what you want. Let's put it in gear and take it for a spin. I'm not gonna lie, I actually like this powertrain. I liked it on Santa Fe. I like it on this one as well. It's nice, it's responsive, it's not super loud, of course. And we're going to start with the acceleration, off the line acceleration. Not going to be too much on it, but let's see what it does. Okay, so it picks up really nice. You can hear some of the engine noise coming inside the cabin. It's not terrible. We're going to see if the tire noise is worse, a lot worse than on the regular tires. These are the all-terrain tires. I mean, they're a little bit knobbier, still not as aggressive as some of the other vehicles, but we're going to see if that affects the quality of the ride at all. It's nice and responsive. As you push down the accelerator, you can definitely feel this vehicle moving. We're going to get to this stop sign right here and see some of the merging in traffic here, no issues. It can definitely find its way on the road. We're at about 40, 45. I'm gonna see if we can accelerate a little bit further than that. I think it's a right size SUV. You sit up higher, it's not too high, it's got great visibility. So you have the big windshield, you have the nice size mirrors. I love this digital mirror feature on this vehicle, on any vehicle. That definitely helps out a lot, especially if you have people in the back seat. You also have these corner windows that adds to that visibility, reducing the blind spots even more. Kind of surprised that this one doesn't have the head-up display. I know with the highest trim levels on the Santa Fe, you're getting one. This one doesn't have it, but it does have my favorite feature, and that, of course, is that blind spot monitoring, that blind spot assist that displays in the instrument cluster, the area and on the side. Well, let's go with the acceleration. Let's see what it does. Yeah, slight hesitation, but once it starts moving, we're at 60. So no issues as far as the acceleration. I don't want to beat on it because it's a brand new vehicle, but it can definitely find its way on the road. Overall, a very, very nice vehicle. I know some of you were kind of hesitant about the design on the Santa Fe. Well, this one is the same platform, the same powertrain, very similar feel to it, and definitely a completely different look. So Hyundai and Kia offer something for most of the budgets, right? Of course, I can't say any budget, but you know, you have the huge spread here between $31,000 and almost $50,000, almost $20,000 spread, and you can pick the drivetrain. You can pick whether it's a front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. So Kia and Hyundai definitely try to capture as much of the market as they can. They have two vehicles that are very similar as far as the specs, yet very different on the exterior. Even the interior is different on both of them. And back at the dealership, done with the test drive, guys. I really like this vehicle. Let me know which one would you choose, whether the new Santa Fe or this new refreshed Sorento. I gotta tell you, I'm drawn to the squareness of the new Santa Fe, but I think the back end, the design of the back of it is the killer for me. For me personally, I think this one looks better overall. I think it's got more of a luxurious lines, and I like it. I like the new light design. I like the new front end. The interior, it's got all the features that you need, especially if you go with this highest trim level. But if you don't want to spend that much money, I mean, let's start at $31,000. I'm gonna try to get this LX on the channel very soon, just to kind of show you of what you can get for the base trim level with it as well. I like to kind of do the comparison of all trim levels and see which one will fit your needs and your budget better, because of course that's very important too. Now, as far as the third row seats, I mean, if you have somebody occasionally riding in the third row seat, that's not bad. But if you have somebody full-time that's riding in the third row seat, I hope they're small, but they are going to grow up. So I mean, you might consider something a little bit larger. But overall, a very nice vehicle. I like it. Let me know what your thoughts are, and thank you for watching. I hope you learned something from this video, and I hope you like it. And if you did, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on that bell notification ring bell, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.